I recently made the purchase for the Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles pack, and, well, I just wanted to get all nostalgia. Seeing as how the DLC is all about getting nostalgia, I figured that I'd talk about my love of the Zombies mode and the little bit of history with it. So let's get into it. Now, I wanted to go all the way back to before Nazi zombies was a thing. I remember when World at War came out, I was looking forward to it because they were really taking a very gritty take on World War II, and the campaign was going to have split-screen co-op. I love split-screen co-op. Sound like a broken record with that, but I feel like it should be in every game-ish. Maybe, not every. But I really enjoyed World at War's campaign. And then following the campaign, the game immediately dropped you right in the middle of a zombie level. You're like, what is going on here? What are these windows? Why are these things trying to attack me? Why can I board them back up? What's these magical powers putting these boards on the walls? At first, I really had no idea what was going on. And I was like, oh, is this some neat little Easter egg after credit scene? I don't know. But it put a big smile on my face playing this level. It was just a load of fun. This was something new. They hadn't done this before. And I'm like, oh, this is awesome. It's a neat little co-op mode that they're adding to Call of Duty. And I was just really happy with it. I do want to make a comment that it's really rare for games nowadays to really surprise the player with like an extra mode or level. You know, we have that really awesome bit that happened in Titanfall 2, though I won't ruin it here. But here in Call of Duty World at War, it was just really neat to kind of have this come out of nowhere. They didn't really advertise it much until the game finally came out and it was in the players' hands and it started getting on the internet. That's when they started talking about it. But up until release, and for a lot of people that bought it on release, it was like, well, what is this zombies mode? I have no idea what this is. And having that sense of excitement and surprise is something I miss. I mean, it's neat that we can get all this information from the internet and everyone can know everything at that same time. But I really enjoy the nature of being able to be surprised, where the developers are like, well, if you lived in a vacuum and you just played this game and here's this mode. I don't know, it's kind of neat. And I know everything doesn't work in a vacuum, but I just like these types of scenarios. And to point out too, in Advanced Warfare, it was neat that they tried to kind of rekindle that sense of excitement and surprise for a zombie mode in their game in a very similar way. You'd play the co-op missions in Advanced Warfare, the survival ones, and then at the last one, they would throw zombies at you. And it's kind of neat. I didn't even know about this. I didn't even get to that point, but it was neat that they put something like that in there. Keep the surprises coming. I love that stuff. Now back to the actual zombies mode. This mode was tough, and it still is tough. It's like you take like 2 hits and you're dead. Unless you have the health perk, then you can take like a couple more. The other thing I have to point out, the zombies don't bite you in this. They like slap you. They come up to you and kind of hit you with like GoldenEye slappers. But they don't bite, which, I mean, I guess they're like vegan zombies or something. You know, they don't deal with the human meat. This was just a really tough mode and so much fun. I like how in World at War, with each of the map packs that added another zombie map, they kept adding upon themselves. So the first map was very basic, and then Varuk was a much larger map, a bit more involved. And then Shia no Numa added more personality to the characters. And this is where I really started to love this mode, is because now all the people that you were playing as in this mode, they started to get humor, they started getting funny lines back and forth, and really getting that awesome personality. It added another layer to it, and who doesn't want to laugh while they're playing their games? Some of the best lines are from the World at War games. I really enjoyed the appropriate tongue-in-cheek charm that they added to it, and then in the final map, they added the ability to upgrade your guns in World at War. World at War had some great stuff. Now, if you've played Zombies mode, you know that there's lots of cools in and out to this mode. I mean, in the later rounds, it's almost essential to get a crawler, you know, a zombie with no legs, and that'll give your team time to prepare for the next round. Or if you're someone like me and just drinks way too much green tea while he plays video games, you make sure your buddy gets a crawler or holds a zombie at the window while you go take a hot pee. Let me tell you, you'll never get a more intense situation in Zombies when you get to one of the harder rounds and they're long and like everyone's been playing for an hour and you've all been drinking soda and you gotta go to the bathroom. Let me tell you, that's the best story you're gonna find in any video game right there. One funny story I remember from playing this on the PS3 is my buddy, he'd have to go to the bathroom really bad, so we held a zombie at a window. He threw down his PS3 controller and it didn't let go the grenade button. So he just held a button the whole time, killed himself, he died, And yeah, he lost all his perks. He was so mad, but he was really happy that he was able to go to the bathroom. For me at least, the zombie modes were kind of cool because every time you played them, you always tried to find a new way to kind of like psych out the areas of the map and really use the map to your advantage. It was like, oh, open up these doors, but don't open up that door because that'll help pigeonhole the zombies in one location for you. And being able to try and figure out how to use the maps to your advantage were like these neat little Call of Duty zombie puzzles, and I really enjoyed them. The game definitely had an addictive edge to it. It really made you want to try to get past the last round that you made it to prior. And it was neat because it was like, oh, I just got to round 25, and then you die, and then you play a couple more times. Oh my god, I just got to round 26, and then you die. But all that consistently wanting to get a little bit higher on the leaderboards, it was a lot of fun and very addictive, especially amongst your friends or if you're just competing with other gamers. The zombie map is definitely full of nostalgia. It includes all the other World at War maps that weren't included in Black Ops 3. You get some Black Ops 1 maps, and I think you get one Black Ops 2 map in there. So you get a nice variety, and if you enjoy zombies, you probably already have this. But I will say this, I mean, it's a little expensive for what they're asking. I mean, they did revamp the maps in terms of how they look. They do look very good. But if you're not really a zombies fan, this really isn't for you. But if you are, I think you'll have a good, fun time with it. I mean, yes, this mode still has the same issues it had in World at War, and I wish someone would fix it over at Treyarch, like the matchmaking issues, host migration issues, anything like that, because nothing's better than playing zombies mode, getting to round like 15, and then having the host drop, and then the game kind of shits itself and kicks you all out of the match. Just play with friends, you'll have a great time. Friends with good internet connections. If you don't have friends with good internet connections, just don't play this game with them. Just stick to the split screen. But I really enjoy this stuff, though I do have a lot of areas that I do think Call of Duty Zombies could improve in, because they've pretty much followed the same formula now for several years without much deviation from it. Advanced Warfare kind of gave us a nice breath of fresh air, I feel like, because of how the movement worked in that game, so it definitely changed up the mode a bit. But it essentially is survive and survive and survive until you die. I am going to create another video where I talk about some suggestions that I would like to see might help the zombies mode, might kind of make it feel a little bit new again. But anyway, I really enjoy zombies. I thought it was a cool mode when it came out, and I want to say thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more content like this, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.